Hello. There have been some changes to the Louisiana state electric vehicle credits, and we're going to go over those real quick. The old credit was based on the cost of the battery, and the cost of the battery is based on the size of the battery. So, if you're buying a Tesla, the bigger the battery you got, the higher the credit you got. Um, I believe the 60 kilowatt hour battery was about, I think it was a little over $6,000, and up to the 100 kilowatt hour battery was, I think it was a little over $10,000. But that was really generous, and they got rid of that, and they made some changes to the law. Um, One thing I thought was interesting is when they make changes to the laws, like you can see all the scratch outs they make. Like they just scratch out the old things, and they'll the way they add in new things, and they'll even scratch out things that don't really pertain to the law, just fixing grammar errors they made, and I thought that was funny. The old credit used to be 36% of the price of the battery, which was cool because you could use the credit and you can figure out how much the battery costs just based on knowing that the credit was 36% of it. The new credit is 7.2% of the price of the entire vehicle, or $1,500, whichever is less. Now that's probably going to be $1,500 for pretty much everyone, because I mean the whichever is less part is, it's kind of there, but it's going to be a while before they can get to a point where the 7.2% will be less than $1,500. I think the car will have to cost under $21,000, a new car, because it only applies to new cars, for it to be under 7.2%. And right now the cheapest Model 3 you can get is going to be $35,000. The updated prices of the new Nissan Leafs that are supposed to be coming out, those are I don't think any of those are under $20,000. You need the the i3s over that price. It's going to be a long time for electric vehicle. A new electric vehicle is under $21,000. Well, at least one with any significant amount of range. They also dropped the price of having a charging station installed at your home. Like if you brought the high power wall charger from Tesla, or one of the, like a juice box or something, you get a credit that was 36% of the cost in the installation. Now they've dropped that to 30%. So that's still a good credit. 30% from 36 that's still good. And the electric vehicle credit, that takes the biggest hit, because you could get up, in the old one you can get up to $10,000. Now it's $1,500, but that's closer to what most other states are offering. I think with the old one, we probably have one of the most generous tax credits that out of all of the 50 states. I think there were only a few states that had a better tax credit than ours, and I can't even think of which ones those were off the top of my head, because ours was so generous. But the good thing is they didn't get rid of it completely, because from the articles I read in the newspaper about it sounded like it was going to be axed. Another thing they did to it was they're going to make it a non-refundable tax credit starting in January of 2018. So you have to have the state tax liability, to get the credit of $1,500. So they're making it more like the federal tax credit, where you have to owe or have paid that much in taxes for the year to earn the tax credit. Currently, you'll get $1,500 no matter what. I think it's kind of a good news, bad news type of thing. I mean, it's bad that we're losing those really great tax credits, but I think overall for the state it's probably a good thing, because there's no way our state could have been able to afford. I think it would have been several $1,000s per vehicle for the Model 3, and I think that's going to be a very popular vehicle here whenever they do get to shipping it here. Yes, it's good that they haven't gotten rid of it, And I guess it's also good that it's more simple now, because it's going to be $1,500 pretty much whatever new vehicle you buy, unless some lower range vehicle with a smaller battery qualifies for it also. But there are limitations on what type of the size of the battery has to be, and has to be like 4 wheels to also qualify for the credit. I'll put a link to the edited bill in the description. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you find anything in there that I missed, that you may have a more legal brain than I do, and you might be able to see something I may have missed. But it looked like they kind of just made it $1,500.